right, let's hit the field.
All rise.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
Today is Monday, October 14th, and it was Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Guardians and the New York Yankees. Carlos Rodon was on the mound, and Aaron Judge was trying to break out of his slump. My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is Pinstripe Territory.
Welcome to the New York City.
Pinstripe Territory.
Just when they thought I was out,
They pull me back in.
All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. I'll tell you what. If Giancarlo Stanton... Oops, let me turn off my music here. If Giancarlo Stanton continues to swing the bat the way he's swinging the bat, the Yankees are going to be in very, very good shape. Luke Weaver with another 5-out save. The guy continues to dominate off the mound. And an amazing performance by Carlos Rodon. We'll talk more about that. I was nervous today. I was nervous because, you know, when you start off a playoff series, it's so important to win Game 1. But I just had to keep reminding myself that Alex Cobb is not prime Randy Johnson, and that both Juan Soto and Aaron Judge are bound to start hitting at some point, and Soto had a good night tonight. Judge kind of lying in the weeds. We had Taylor Swift in the house tonight, and the camera was on her way too much, but I guess that's preferable to George Brett. We also had Rizzo back in the lineup at first base. He had some very good at-bats tonight. Truly astonishing how bad the home plate umpire was. Alex Cobb was getting pitches 5-6 inches off the plate, called strikes. So really bad night for the home plate umpire, but you know, he's pitcher friendly. We knew that going in. You gotta, you know, with 2 strikes, protect. And the Yankees did not do that enough. I believe they were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, but they still managed to put up 5 runs. A lot of it due to wild pitches, walks, and just putting pressure on these Guardians relievers. And we got Juan Soto's first home run of the postseason. We got Aaron Judge's first RBI of the postseason. And playoff Stanton, you cannot stop him. You can only hope to contain him. The man is out of his mind right now. Again, in the playoffs, every year, the guy comes up big in the postseason. Things got a little bit hairy in the 8th inning against Tim Hill. Did not have it tonight, but Luke Weaver came in and got out of the jam with the tying run on base. And then shut it down in the 9th, and the Yankees take Game 1, and that's a very important victory. You want to establish that early lead in the series. Tomorrow you got Garrett Cole on the mound. We'll talk more about that when we get down to the Game 2 preview, but the Yankees have put themselves in very nice position. Kevin Beery says nuclear Stanton, and that's what we're looking at right now. The guy just can't miss. I mean, even his outs tonight were crushed. I mean, he hit one to left field that came up just short. He hit one to right field that came up just short. And you felt like he was dialing it back in after a few days off. And then finally he connected for a 439-foot home run. But to me, the story tonight was Carlos Rodon, who was absolutely brilliant, absolutely terrific tonight. You know, in his last start, we talked about how he kind of used up a lot of that adrenaline early in the game. He kind of wore himself out, yelling and screaming on the mound, not really controlling his emotions very well. But, he began the game with some of the best stuff that we've seen him throw as a Yankee. And tonight that stuff was back, but the emotions were in control. The adrenaline was in control. And what I expected from him tonight was a more deliberate approach, more off-speed stuff, and he was throwing a lot of off-speed stuff. He was throwing the curveball a lot more, and the curveball was getting good break. And it worked out. He ended up having a 9-pitch battle with Stephen Kwan to lead off the game, and he basically, out of the gate, was not in great shape with the pitch count. But he got through the first inning, no problem. He dialed up his fastball with a runner on second to end the first inning and stranded a runner in scoring position. And I felt like, that was a big moment. After that, he kind of locked it in. Good second inning with a couple of strikeouts sandwiched around a single. A couple of more strikeouts in the third inning, and then we finally saw him erupt with some emotion after the second strikeout, which ended the inning. Great fourth inning. That was a all-important shutdown inning. The Yankees put up 3 runs in the third inning, and you want your starting pitcher to go back out there and put up a 0, and he did. And last time, you might remember that he came back out after the Yankees scored some runs, and he served up a home run to Salvador Perez. So an improvement tonight for sure. Fifth inning, 2 more strikeouts to raise his total to 9. Absolutely dominating 11-pitch inning. He retired 11 in a row at one point. He served up a solo home run in the 6th inning, but pitched out of further damage. He finished the night with 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run allowed, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. But get this, 25 swings and misses, most in a postseason game since 2008. I also got this note. He was getting 3 more inches of horizontal break than his yearly average on his curveball. So the curveball was very effective tonight. I thought he controlled his emotions really, really well. And look, one of the biggest games of his career, definitely the biggest game of his Yankees career so far. Very nice performance. Rick Marrero says, any word on why Rizzo was taken out? I'd assume the fingers were barking. He caught a couple of throws across the diamond there, one from Jazz Chisholm. And he also swung the bat tonight. So, maybe it was just barking, He also struggled with a hard ground ball. It ended up being a base hit. But Stone Cold says Weaver is boss. Weaver was phenomenal once again. I'll never get tired of that sound effect either. All right, let's talk a little bit about 2 of the boppers, Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. Before there was Judge and Soto, there was Judge and Stanton. Judge, again, went hitless. He was 0 for 2 with an RBI. He had a sac fly and a walk. He struck out once. He's hitting 133 in the postseason. But Giancarlo Stanton continues to absolutely mash the baseball. And it may be time to get Stanton into that cleanup spot. You could tell, even from the pitches that he was fouling off and the pitches that he was taking, that he was seeing the ball very well. He was very comfortable in the box. His weight was distributed well on his swings that he didn't crush and that he didn't make contact on, which is a big, big sign that he is feeling good right now. We've seen him for years, and we know that when he's not swinging well, he looks completely lost, right? But when he is swinging well, it's because he's balanced. It's because he's swinging at good pitches. It's because he's hitting strikes. And, he hit one to left field that kind of died short. He hit one to right field that the wind kind of knocked down. But in the 7th inning, he finally connected, 439-foot home run. Would not shock me at all if he homers once or even twice tomorrow. If you're a betting man or betting woman, it might be a good pick for you tomorrow. Although eventually they're going to stop giving him much to hit. But that creates more base runners. That creates more opportunities for things like wild pitches like we saw tonight. And he scored on a wild pitch too. Running the bases, continuing to use his legs. Judge didn't have a great night. Struck out looking with 2 men on in the first at-bat. I thought he got hosed on a call. It was the second strike in that at-bat was out of the zone. And then the last pitch was just a pitcher's pitch. He walked in his second at-bat. He was down 0-2, but was able to work the walk. Didn't really get much close after that. Came around to score on a wild pitch. Great base running from third. Quick reaction time. Third at-bat, he came up with runners on first and third and picked up a sac fly on a 3-0 pitch. First RBI of the postseason for him. And then in his next plate appearance, he smoked a hard line drive to right field that Schneemann made a sliding catch on to rob him of a base hit. If that gets by him, it's probably a double or a triple. So, maybe he'll get going tomorrow. We keep waiting for him to bust out. Seems like every single game now he hits one hard at least. Early on, he wasn't doing that. Bibby's going to throw strikes, who we're facing tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a second. Judge has got to be aggressive. Judge should try and hit early in the count. If you remember 2017, when he first had that, monster season where he burst on the scene, he was trying to avoid the strikeouts because he had so many strikeouts as a rookie. And the talk was, well, he's going to be aggressive early in the count, right? He's going to try and hit before he gets to 2 strikes. I think he should go back to that approach at least tomorrow, if not for the rest of the series. Now, he hit a lot of home runs this year with 2 strikes. 23 of his home runs were hit with 2 strikes. But I want to see him be aggressive. I think you got to hit your way out of it. And I think tomorrow's a good chance to get going. Let's talk a little bit about Game 2 before we get to the breakdown of this one. It's going to be Gerrit Cole versus Tanner Bibee. Cole was obviously tremendous his last time out. Although, he gave up some shots that if he was in Yankee Stadium, they would have been home runs. And, once again, he's pitching on regular rest, so he should be strong. He should have the crowd behind him, lots of energy, and you would love to take a commanding 2-0 series lead. Bibee is the best that Cleveland has in the rotation at the moment, in my opinion. 5 1/3 innings and 2 runs allowed against the Yankees back in 2023, but that was pre-Juan Soto. It was back in May of last year. He went 12-8 this year, 3.47 ERA. So the Yankees are going to have their work cut out for them, and he's not going to be a guy who throws a lot of wild pitches. He's going to be pounding the zone. So the Yankees are going to actually have to hit, and they're going to have to hit with runners in scoring position. So let's hope that they come ready to swing the bat tomorrow. Let's get to the recap.
All right, let's go. Let's get it going.
Over 1,370 in the chat. Reminder to like and subscribe. Try to get 800, 900 likes and try and get, a few more dozen subscribers tonight. We're, inching towards 50,000. Both teams left runners in scoring position in the first. Guardians left 1, Yankees left 2. Another leadoff hit tonight for Gleyber Torres. Absolutely scorched one, 107 off the bat. He was 1 for 4, hitting .211 in the postseason, but an .821 OPS because he's been drawing his walks. And he looks really comfortable in the leadoff spot still. Soto followed up by hitting one even harder, 110 off the bat, but then Judge struck out looking like we mentioned with 2 runners on. Wells grounded out weakly to second base. And then Giancarlo, I thought just missed one on a fly ball to left field. Just got under it a little bit. You could see that he was a little bit unnerved, ticked off at himself, but it was a good swing. Rizzo picked up a 2-out single in his first at-bat back, another laser beam, 105 off the bat. Next batter was Verdugo. He smoked a line drive, 107 off the bat, but Gleyber bounced out to end the inning. And, it was just Yankees struggling to hit with runners in scoring position. We're hitting the ball hard just at the wrong times. Yankees got on the board in the bottom of the third. First was Juan Soto with a big home run, 110 off the bat, 3rd career home run off of Alex Cobb. And yes, pay that man his money.
Pay that man his money.
Get out the checkbook. Cobb responded by walking the bases loaded.
Got a lot of fucking balls.
Wild pitch by Cantillo scored Aaron Judge. Very quick reaction time on that. Stanton also scored on a wild pitch. Using his magic legs. Remember, he stole a base last series too. That made it 3-0. Stanton resurgent. Top 4, nice running catch in center field from Aaron Judge. His offense has been slow to get started this postseason, but he has made some very, very nice running catches in center field. And he also picked up a sac fly in the bottom half to make it 4-0. Just missed it. I thought he just missed it. Stanton also just missed one to right field in that inning. Guardians got on the board with a solo home run in the 6th inning, but Rodon finished off the inning without any damage. Final line for him, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, 9 strikeouts. Just a beautiful, beautiful performance. Very nice 7th inning from clutch Clay Holmes. He's no longer cardiac Clay. I feel completely comfortable with him right now in the 7th and 8th innings. Just throwing that sinker, getting ground balls. He looks comfortable, and if he's comfortable, I'm comfortable. And he has been absolutely clutch. He has never allowed a run in the postseason. And then in the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th inning, Mr. Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton rips one. Nice Stantonian blast. Giancarlo Stanton hits it out.
All right. Second home run of the postseason. Monster shot. And that made it 5-1 Yankees. Cleveland got one in the 8th off of Hill. But big night for Big G. And then in the 8th inning, you had a couple of runners on base. Luke Weaver came in, finished off the inning. He had a very good 9th inning once again continues to dominate. And the Yankees take game 1.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win. You're a winner.
All right, we got a couple more super chats to get to, which I will get to in just a second, but we have got to hand out the hardware tonight. We give out the belt for all those of you who are new. We give out the belt after each Yankees win. Tonight, a lot of good candidates. Obviously, Soto with his first postseason home run. You had Stanton with another home run. You had Weaver with the 5-out save. But in my mind, there's really only one choice. Mr. Carlos Rodon. All right. So JD Grant says, move Big G to cleanup. No one fears Wells right now. You might see that happen. The way that Stanton has been swinging the bat, the way that Wells has not been swinging the bat. He was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, hitting 100 in the series. You could see that happen. And then Ryan Davies says, 2 new nicknames for Weaver is the baby-faced assassin and Sandman 2.0. Let's be easy with the Sandman 2.0. There's only one Mariano Rivera, and he will never be replicated, although Weaver's doing a hell of a job. And then Caden Mills says, this is the reason you pay Rodon the bag, pay Soto and Weaver. I'm also interested to see if the Yankees pay Clay Holmes as a setup man. That'll be interesting. I did my 5 Yankees who won't be back yesterday. I recorded it, made my decision. So as soon as the season is over, I'll give you my thoughts on Clay Holmes, on Luke Weaver, on Juan Soto, all the other Yankees free agents. Weaver has an option, so the Yankees are going to pick up that option for sure. So I'll just go ahead and say right now, they might sign him to an extension, but I think they'll just pick up the option and then maybe next year negotiate the extension. But very big night for the Yankees. Let's take a few comments here. Somebody says, I don't even know how to pronounce the Stanton thing. Non se pu stop parlo. That's John Sterling's quote there. You got me tongue-tied, Greg. And Jason Thomas says, Rodon really stepped up. Biggest start as a Yankee. I thought last time out his stuff was better. He just used it all up too early. You got to pace yourselves. I mean, if you're starting a playoff game, you got to control those emotions. You got to harness them. And I thought he did that very, very well tonight. Richard Lee says Weaver is his own guy. And he's hilarious. If you haven't seen any interviews with him, you need to check him out. I do like baby-faced assassin. So does Robert Ryan. He is in agreement. Reminder to everybody, you see the voicemail number on your screen, 718-899-1068. We do a voicemail show after every game, like in the morning. So tune in for that tomorrow. I'll probably be going live around, I would say, 11 o'clock. So tune in for that. It might be 12. We'll see. We'll see how many voicemails we get, see how long it takes me to get through them. But tune in for that. I'm also doing a show, the New York Football Show, tomorrow morning at 9:30 on the other channel. Link is in the description. Quick word from our sponsor tonight, Orgain, and then I'll be back with your final thoughts, my final thoughts. We'll take a look at the StatCast data from today's game, and we'll take a look at the box score from today's game back in 60 seconds. I just found a protein shake that actually tastes amazing, and it's been a game changer for me. It's called Orgain, and they're the leader in real protein powdered nutrition. What I love about them is they understand that being good for you doesn't have to mean it tastes bad. For me, it's all about the organic ingredients, but I don't want to battle my taste buds every day with something grainy. You know what I mean? With Orgain, I don't have to. It's giving smooth milkshake vibes. Plus, they've got this brand new 30-gram complete protein shake that's packed with real nutrition and designed to satisfy cravings without all the sugar. I've noticed it gives me energy, provides muscle support, and helps manage hunger also. It's made without soy ingredients and has no artificial flavors or sweeteners, which is a big plus for me. You can find Orgain 30-gram protein shakes at Costco or at Orgain.com. Head over to Orgain.com/foul and use the code FOUL for 20% off your order. Again, that's ORGAIN.com/foul for 20% off. All right. So in a few minutes, we're going to crash the Foul Territory post game, which I'll share the link in the comments if you want to head over there, because we're going to take a quick look at the box score. But I asked the mods to go ahead and share that link so we can crash their post game. Let's take a look at the StatCast data for tonight. You see Giancarlo Stanton with the hardest hit ball of the night, 114.3 off the bat. Top distance also, 439 feet. Clay Holmes threw the hardest pitch tonight, 98.8 miles an hour, and the second hardest pitch. And then Rodon had a bunch of 97.7. That used to be my favorite radio station, oldies growing up. And then swings and misses. Look at that, 25 swings and misses for Carlos Rodon tonight, 7 from Luke Weaver in just 5 outs. So unbelievable. And we'll take a look at the Yankees box score and the Guardians box score. Both teams with 6 hits. Torres 1 for 4, Soto 2 for 3, Judge 0 for 2 with an RBI. Wells 0 for 4, Stanton 1 for 3 with a home run and 2 runs scored. Jazz Chisholm 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. Volpe 0 for 3, although he did hit the ball hard one time to right field that I thought the wind kind of knocked down. Rizzo 1 for 3 on the night, and Verdugo 1 for 3 on the night. But the Yankees hang on to win 5-2. And as Val in NY says, Luke using the force again. I'm quickly becoming one of Luke Weaver's biggest fans. We got another super chat here from Shane Johnson. Says, Cleveland throw any A-arms and still not hitting. Boone, please, Wells. I can't really decipher this. You guys can try it yourself. But thank you for the super chat there. Wait, I have a sound effect for that. Hang on.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
All right, appreciate it, guys. Again, we're going to crash the Foul Territory post-game show. I'm going to close up shop here. You can meet me over there in the chat, and I will see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe. Join on all your favorite podcast platforms. Give us 5-star ratings, and we'll see you tomorrow morning for the voicemail show. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Ball game over.
If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and give us a subscribe. It helps other Yankees fans find the channel. We're also on all your favorite podcast platforms and social media. Join the community, have some fun. We're here after every game. This is Pinstripe Territory.